Hello, welcome to Christ-Centered Gamers' latest unboxing of the Turtle Beach Stealth Pivot Controller. This has got to be one of the craziest ideas for a controller I've ever seen. I'm excited to check this out. Every once in a while, a product comes out that you go, wow, nobody thought of that before. Is that good or not? I don't know. This is crazy. Basically what they did is they took the premium controller. They already made one before. Like here's the Stealth Ultra, a very nice controller. Here's PDP's modular BFG Ultra or Ultra. What is the exact name of it? It's kind of an interesting name. Pro BFG. There we go. And this one has a removable module for replacement pad instead of this, right? This one takes those ideas of the two controllers and puts them together into a flippable. Try to get this into focus properly. Into a flippable stick. Basically, you can rotate the analog sticks, and they become different modules. It's the craziest idea I've ever seen. Here is this side. Looks like my camera's misbehaving today. But it's got anti-drift thumbsticks, 4 mappable action buttons, enhanced audio settings like most Turtle Beaches does, 20 plus hours of battery life. It's designed for Xbox, Windows, and mobile. It has a wireless dongle for Windows. Interesting that it's Windows only. An Xbox or Windows for wired connection. And it has Bluetooth for mobile. It's got a little display for being able to configure some of the settings. It has an Xbox button, a share button, a plus button for navigating the menu if it's anything like the Stealth Ultra. The flippable rotating input modules, which is just crazy. I think it has a couple rear buttons. I'm not sure. But yeah, so here's a good look at the front of the box. And we're going to go crack this thing open because there's enough. I've never heard of anything like this. I'm excited to see what it's like. I think it's 129 is the price, I believe. Could be 119, but I think it's 129. So it's kind of in that mid-range premium controller rate. Like the Stealth Ultra and the PDP are both 180 and $200. The Thrustmaster is 169, but it's not wireless. So, that also has modular inputs. So yeah, there's a lot of high-end controllers with unique controller functionality, but this one is relatively affordable compared to the others. It's also primarily a PC controller, though it does support Xbox. It's primarily a PC optimized controller, and it'll make sense why in a moment. But yeah, so all right, let's see if I can get this thing open. Too much tape and these flappy things look cool, but they're quite difficult to open. Did I cut that already? Maybe not. There we go. Got the flap open. That's always a tough one. All right. Hopefully I won't need this anymore. Okay, so on the top we have an instruction manual with instructions on how to pivot it. All right. It shows you how to flip the pivots right there. Okay. It has what appears to be a nice fabric USB cable. This is very nice. Okay. All right. That's a pretty sharp cable. It's okay. It has a wireless transmitter in a box. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of the box. And we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to the one with the other Turtle Beach controller. As a matter of fact, I might even get them confused if I'm not careful. But there it is. It's still in the wrapping. See if I can quickly get it out of the wrapping. But if I can't get it out in just a moment, I'll do it later. Okay. There we are. And it just says, yes, Stealth Pivot on there. That's about all there is to it. Okay. And I didn't expect it to be in a little box, so that's cute. And so we got cable thing. All right, so we got this guy right here. And we got a little baggie. We have more manual. And we got a little bag. So I'm trying to figure out how to take this out of the box. Okay, here we go. So we've got Turtle Beach sticker and the manual, start guide. Put that there, get the box out of the way. We got some stuff, yummy gel to eat. We got a little interesting raise your rank packaging. Looks like there's nothing else in there. And we have this in a bag. Now, I wish it came with a carrying case, but I guess that's the price bracket. You don't get a carrying case in this price bracket. But I really do like cases for my controllers. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this just popped off. I'm a Mr. Fumbly. Twist the stick caps to raise and lower. Oh, you twist them. That's how you do it, huh? Twist to raise sticks. All right, so that's how that works. Huh. So with these, you twist it. Okay, you twist it and it goes down. You see like that? Now it's inside, and then you twist it. Twist it again and it pops out. That's an interesting design. I do like that this has a nice grip on the sides of the sticks. Let me get this out of the way. The D-pad feels pretty good, but it is a membrane, as far as I can tell. And same thing with the buttons. They are not mechanical. I'm going to go ahead and peel this little screen thing off. There we go. So it's got pivot A and pivot B. Feels pretty good with membrane buttons. It's got Turtle Beach style buttons and triggers, which feel pretty similar to this one, though not quite as fancy as these. These are all mechanical buttons. These are membrane buttons. On the rear, we've got two paddles and the switches, probably for flipping the pivot modules. And then we've got these for travel distance for the triggers. So you can see now it doesn't move very much. Great, very useful for fighting games. Here's a good look at the back. Wish my camera would be better today. Doesn't want to focus, but so yeah, it feels pretty good. Feels a lot like a Recon controller with some extra functionality, clearly with the pivoting. It's got the headset port on the bottom, pretty standard there, and you can see the charge port on the top. So let's go ahead and see what this is like. Let's see what flipping a controller is like. So now I have released these. You twist this in, and let's see, which way does it go? Okay. Now we've got 6 buttons. P1 and P2. I wonder what those default to. And then I flip this back in the back, and now it's locked in place. So now we have 6 face buttons instead of 2 analog sticks. And with this one, let's say I twist this one in place to, hold on, that one's being a little stubborn. Okay, there we go. So I twist it so it's shallow, and then flip this. And now we've got another D-pad, and then 2 additional face buttons. This D-pad feels a little different, doesn't it? Is it more, it's a kind of a clickier D-pad. Huh. Hold on, let me see if I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, no, this one's mushier. It's similar, but it's a little mushier on this one with the stick. You just pop the stick out. This is the craziest design I have ever seen. That is so cool, though. And then you just pop this out, flip it over. See, just pop it out, flip it over. This is, I would love to meet the crazy guy who thought of this. I'm just trying to make it stick out. This is the most unique design I have ever seen. This is crazy. Oh, wow. I'm going to just quickly plug this controller in and see what kind of rumble it supports. I want to try to turn it on. Okay, so it does have a nice LCD screen. You can see it's on right here. There you go. See, it's turning on right there. And I'm gonna go to my controller tester. New interface, test option, vibration and impulse triggers, apply. Start testing. Controller, there we go. All right, so it is working. Oh, I forgot to lock one of the sides. There we go. It seems to have pretty good, I believe it has Hall effect sticks, I think it does. It has rumble, but I don't think it's trigger rumble. I think it's just regular rumble. That's probably good enough for PC gamers because very few games actually support impulse triggers. But yeah, that's it. This is definitely, it's got everything you need. Very interesting. It's got menus and profiles built into the controller. I don't know what this little thing in the middle does. I'm not entirely sure. Probably need some of that control center software to figure out what this does right here. The purple next to the purple lights. Yeah, very interesting. This thing is crazy. So I'm going to flip my modules over real quick and see what the buttons do out of the box, and then I'll probably call it for this. Straighten that out, and then flip that over, and then lock it again. Okay, so the top two are right trigger and right button. So those by default, that's what these are: button, trigger. And then the other side, let's see what those two are by default. Got to twist that in, flip this over. So crazy. I love it. Absolutely crazy. And by default, it is left and right stick. So those buttons don't get lost. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy design, guys. I love it. It is totally out of this world. Totally out of this world. Let me use this real quick. Yeah, it simulates impulse trigger with vibration, but it's not vibrating the triggers. That's just one of the differences. So the vibrations in the handles. So I'm able to confirm that. But at least it does have some vibration. That's good enough for most games. Okay, well, this is really cool. This is a fever dream of a controller. I don't know how else to put it. This is just if somebody thought that they just had the craziest idea in the world and they wanted to see it happen, I gotta give Turtle Beach their credit. They're nuts in a good way. I would love to meet the guy who thought it was a good idea to make this controller. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely unique. They have definitely made something that nobody else has made, and got to give the Mad Lads credit because that's pretty wild. This mechanism of twisting the stick up does take a little bit of practice, though. But once you got it, you got it. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's enough for this. Thank you so much for checking out our unboxing video of this most unique controller, the Turtle Beach Stealth Pivot. And please look forward to our full written review. Take care and God bless.